Hey guys, Miss Warren here. Today I'm going to talk to y'all about doing a cross contour hand. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to trace our hand. If you want to do it horizontally like this, I might recommend doing two hands. If you're going to do it vertically, I would do one hand higher up on the paper. You can also crisscross your hands. You just want to be sure to fill the page. That's something we talked a lot about earlier in class, is filling the page. If you have a page, you want to make sure that there's a good balance. Now, if you do more than one hand, you can like cross off the edge or stay in the middle. I think I'm going to do two hands, and I'm going to let myself go off the edge, or at least touch the edge on either side. So when you're tracing your hand, you want to hold your pencil straight up and down vertically, because if you start slanting, you'll go under your finger and it will look funny. So I'm going to go ahead and trace, keeping my pencil vertical. My fingers pretty wide spread apart. I think this finger is going to go off the edge of the page, and that's okay, because I really just want to fill up that page. Now you can even do your non-dominant hand. I'm going to do my other hand over here. You can do just one hand if you'd like, and I'm going to make sure it kind of fills up that area. Straight up and down with my hand. I'm gonna stop when I get to that part and then pick up again over here. Here, let me put my hand back there so I can finish the wrist tracing. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna fill that out just a little bit more because I leaned under my arm, so it made my wrist look skinny. There we go. So there I have two hands. My picture's pretty filled out. Now we're going to do the cross contour part. So cross is to go across the page and contour is to wrap around. You can use anything with a straight edge to help you. You can use a notebook. You can use a ruler. Just something to help you draw a straight line. Now, I'm going to draw a series of straight lines. You probably want at least a dozen, about 12 or so. You can do them equally spaced or not. I'm going to just kind of eyeball it. So I'm going to draw a straight line across the page, but when I hit my finger, I'm going to stop and hop over, stop and hop over, stop, hop over, stop. Okay. Then I'm going to move this down. Stop, hop over, stop, hop over, stop, hop over, stop. Now, one thing is with these background lines, you don't want it like oddly lining up at the very tip of your finger. You want it to kind of clearly be below the tip of your finger, because we're going to create the illusion that these hands are three-dimensional. And right now, we're creating a very flat background with straight lines to emphasize the hands. So this will just go through the hand. You won't see it there. Keep moving down. Now this one's going to be a little more complicated because I did my hands diagonal. It's going to be a little bit easier on the contour part if you keep your hand kind of straight up and down. I'm going to probably have to stop and think a lot about this one since I did two diagonal hands. And then this one, this wide edge here was going to be my final edge, so I won't draw a line through there. Okay, then let me do another one down here. It's going to look a little bit funny with the thumb too, because when we curve the line, it's going to be a little bit contoured. So this hand will probably turn out a little bit better than this one, because this one's kind of diagonal. This one's a little more straight up and down. Now, to make the contour part, that is to wrap part, you start at the edge of the finger and you draw a really curved line in between each. So it creates the illusion that the line wraps around that finger, and then that finger is 3D. Now you can put your lines closer together. It will kind of give you more of a feeling of what the finger looks like. Get the thumb here. That's probably gonna just wrap all the way there. Then I'm gonna go all the way across the hand with this one. And this would have like another curve down here. Okay, so there you have the illusion that the hand is 3D. Here you'd have one on the top of the wrist here. And there's there. You see, when it starts to go diagonal, it doesn't look as good as when it's like horizontal to it. I'm gonna do it to this hand as well. In a little bit, we're going to be coloring these in. I'm going to show you how to shade these from dark to light with colored pencil, creating a gradient. If you use value, just like when we did with the shaded spheres, you can easily create a sense of form. See, these don't look as good on the diagonal ones, but that's okay. Do one that goes all the way across here. Pretend it goes. So I'm gonna just do some, kind of make up some rings on this arm since it doesn't clearly cross the other lines. Okay, so there's our basic guide for the cross contour hands. I'll show you next video how to color it in.